Saul Niguez frustrated with lack of game time at Chelsea but is confident he can still win over Thomas Tuchel. Saul Niguez is growing increasingly frustrated with his lack of game time at Chelsea. The Spain international joined the Blues on the final day of the summer transfer window from Atletico Madrid on a season-long loan deal. Chelsea have the option to make the move permanent next summer, but so far the 26-year-old has had minimal impact at Stamford Bridge. Saul was replaced at half-time during a debut to Forget against Aston Villa in September and has been handed just 2 minutes of game time in the Premier League since, with his only starts coming in the Carabao Cup. While he is happy in London, Saul has been surprised over the lack of chances thrown his way and is desperate to prove himself to Thomas Tuchel and his teammates. This is not quite what Saul was expecting, a source told The Sun. He is not stupid and doesn't think he should play in every game. He knows it might take time to get used to English football. But when he hardly plays in the Premier League, how can he adapt? He has come from a big club and has played in big games before. He wants to show he can handle it. He is not angry, he is happy in London, as is his girlfriend. They are determined to see out the move. But he would like the chance to play a bit more. Being on the bench so much has come as quite a surprise. Despite his struggles, The Telegraph report that Saul is not considering a January exit, with his fellow Spaniards in West London helping him settle into the city. Having been left out of Luis Enrique's Spain squad, Saul will work intensively with Tuchel during the international break, with the club still confident he will come good. Frank Lampard in talks to return to Premier League management with Norwich City. Former Chelsea boss Frank Lampard is in talks with Norwich City over succeeding Daniel Farke at Carrow Road. The German was dismissed this weekend following the Canaries' poor start to the campaign. Farke signed off a 4-year spell at the club with a 2-1 win against Brentford, but that was the club's first Premier League victory of the season and they remain bottom of the table, 5 points adrift of safety. Lampard has been out of work since he was sacked by Chelsea 10 months ago, but he's keen to return to management and has been waiting for the right proposal. The 43-year-old impressed at Derby County and helped Chelsea to qualify for the Champions League in his first season back at Stamford Bridge, despite operating under a transfer ban. Lampard was sacked after a disappointing start to his second campaign at the club, but Norwich are keen to speak to him about the manager's role, and The Telegraph claim he will be interviewed this week. Dean Smith is another candidate for the job following his dismissal from Aston Villa on Sunday. The former Brentford boss got Villa promoted, led the side to a League Cup final and kept them in the Premier League. Smith, though, could take some time out of the game and may not be willing to immediately return to management. Norwich want their next manager in place for their next match against Southampton at home after the international break. "I want to quit," Jorginho explains why he almost gave up playing football. Every football player will have a backstory, and they will often be very different from each other's. Some players are just destined to make it as a pro and have that belief and determination that they will make it no matter what. Others may go through certain struggles as they battle to make it and at a young age, and fight with their own confidence and belief. "It would be amazing if you guys subscribed for my project over at C and Dan Talk Chelsea, where we are putting out so much Chelsea content, including daily newsletters, exclusive news, breaking news, podcasts, interviews, inside information, and bringing in some massive guests." Chelsea midfielder Jorginho falls under the latter, and he was close to quitting football altogether whilst he was playing for Verona in Italy at a young age. He says he was phoning his family saying he wanted to quit and come home, and that he wanted to just play football for fun, as he revealed in a recent interview with Champions Journal. He didn't think that football was for him and was ready to try something else. But he stuck at it after the straight-up advice from his family. "The rest is history," Jorginho said. "I rang home crying a lot and said, I've had enough. Football isn't for me. I want to quit. I want to go home. I just want to play football for fun, and that's that." It was then I was fortunate enough to have the family I have, because they said, "No, you're not coming back. You're so close to making it." And, fortunately, they convinced me to not go back. Chelsea identify Matthijs de Ligt as Antonio Rudiger's replacement. Chelsea have reportedly identified Juventus central defender Matthijs de Ligt as Antonio Rudiger's replacement at Stamford Bridge for next summer. Rudiger's contract extension deadlock continues to drag on in the build-up to the January transfer window, where the Germany international will be free to negotiate pre-contract terms with his suitors in the market. Real Madrid are understood to be leading the line to land Rudiger's signature, according to the rumour mill, with the La Liga heavyweights keen on adding to their defensive options by signing the Chelsea man. Reports from Todo Fichajes have suggested that with the Blues camp poised to lose Rudiger on a free transfer next summer, Thomas Tuchel's long-standing target Matthijs de Ligt is being lined up as the replacement. The Holland international's future in the Juventus shirt has been subject to much speculation since this summer, with his agent Mino Raiola pushing for the 23-year-old defender to seal a move to England's top flight, with Chelsea keeping close tabs. Hakim Ziyech, disappointed by Lampard sacking from Chelsea. Chelsea forward Hakim Ziyech has revealed he was disappointed by the dismissal of former Blues manager Frank Lampard from his position. Lampard took charge of his former club Chelsea in July 2019, guiding the club to a fourth-place finish in the Premier League and an FA Cup final, where they lost to Arsenal. In January 2021, however, Lampard was dismissed from the position following a run of poor results, and former Paris Saint-Germain manager Thomas Tuchel took over. As per Voetbal International, via Sportwitness, Ziyech was reportedly disappointed by the dismissal of Lampard, whom he enjoyed playing under. The Moroccan international was Lampard's first signing as Chelsea manager, but after struggling with various injuries during his time in West London, Ziyech has struggled to take off at the club. Following Lampard's sacking, Ziyech previously expressed how happy he was that Thomas Tuchel was the man to fill the void that Lampard left. "It's different than we'd had the last 6 months, under Frank Lampard. He's bringing his own vision. I think his statistics say it all, so it goes well for everybody. We are doing what we have to do and winning a lot of games, we're playing good football. So, I think everybody at the club is happy with his journey here." It has recently been reported that Frank Lampard is currently in talks to replace Daniel Farke to take charge of Norwich City. There is no doubt many in England would welcome the former Chelsea and England star back to the Premier League with open arms.
That is all just news today. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.